gentlemen, as we continue to get acquainted with the quintessential components of Liberland, we have Jan Purkrábek, the Liberland's Minister of Finance. Jan has been with Liberland since its earliest beginnings. He has a master's degree in corporate finance and management from the University of Economics in Prague, Czech Republic. He's got over 15 years of experience in both public and corporate finance, as well as treasury and financial markets. To your warm applause, ladies and gentlemen, Jan Purkrábek.
Good morning, everybody. Before I start my presentation about the Liberland Chambers of Commerce and doing business in Liberland, I would like to inform you we have issued the financial report for 2017, which is quite a nice document full of numbers. We love numbers and charts. It will be online hopefully today or tomorrow at the latest. And it is holding basically two key messages. First thing is Liberland budget ended up in a nice surplus in 2017, thanks to cryptocurrencies, of course, but our constitution is not allowing us to do any debts, so that's quite a unique thing, of course. And the second very nice message is we are probably the leader in the world in terms of using cryptocurrencies, because this year, or 2017, we were already using from 57% cryptocurrencies comparing to fiat money. So cryptocurrencies are dominating, and yeah, we are probably number one in the states competition in the world. So nice introduction, short introduction, and let's go to the presentation. Yes. I want to talk shortly about doing business in Liberland and the Liberland Chambers of Commerce, which we are starting to open. This is the current situation. As Mr. President announced before, we have already 100 plus representative people around the world, almost 500,000 registered users, and we are sort of magnet attracting people from crypto business and decentralized solution and cryptocurrencies. We are also having the Liberland corporate register already existing and opening the companies. So the key thesis is, along with the political and ideological aspects, Liberland is holding the keys to a huge business, enormous business potential as well. This is the current Liberland register of companies, so you can open your company today in Liberland as a regular company. You get your proper documents, and you can work with that. This, you probably can't see the detail, but those are the key parameters, and there is zero everywhere. So corporate income tax, personal tax, value-added tax, everything's like voluntary, and zero, accepting cryptocurrencies and everything like that. So we are in the competition of other jurisdiction, number one as well in the world. This is another very interesting thing, how to participate from the business side at this moment, since Liberland is yet not available. The closest town to Liberland is Apatin, as you maybe know very well. And Apatin is, by the way, offering the free trade zones, and we are in a very, very close cooperation with them. So couple of companies, or a certain amount of companies, have already decided to move their business from somewhere else, from the European Union or some other territories, to this free trade zone in Serbia, which is offering, by the way, great conditions for the participants. So a free trade with the EU, no VAT, no duties. So it's very close to the conditions that Liberland wants to offer in the future. And we left the idea that Liberland will be a hub, and the other free trade zones will be created around. There's a nice website about www.freezoneapatin.com, so you can have a look. There's a lot of details about it. What we are starting right now, as I showed you the map of the representative offices, we would like to create a, let's say, separate or parallel layer of chambers of commerce, which will be cooperating, in such case together, or in such case possibly separately, with the representative offices, and create this big network of real business connections, along with the diplomatic connections. We are starting with one, that's why there is 1 plus 100. We are starting with the Liberland Chamber of Commerce in Liberland directly, and then we will follow with the bilateral chambers of commerce, so like Czech Liberland, Serbia Liberland, Slovenia Liberland, and every country actually can have its own chamber of commerce to support business. Why chambers of commerce? I already mentioned basically 3 tasks or 3 missions: help the business interconnections between the other countries and Liberland businesses. Second is we need to strengthen the position of Liberland and in the foreign relations and show us as a sort of business power in the business environment. And third great benefit of creating those chambers of commerce is we provide financing funds for the embassies, which are normally a big burden to state budgets. So we can profit from doing business, and the chambers can financially support the chambers of the representative offices and help the diplomacy. Of course, there is the rule that we as a state don't interfere into the business action. We just prepare the playground, the rules, and let the market players to act. How chambers work? Creating or running a chamber of commerce is just a voluntary activity, independent. The members are the companies, the real businesses, can be corporates, can be individuals, can be people from academic sphere, and any type of those participants. Those companies don't need to be registered in Liberland, so you don't need to re-domicile your business before being a member of Chamber of Commerce, of course. And the Chamber of Commerce needs to be profit motivated. So we see that some chambers of commerce in other countries are working like non-profit, and basically they are trying to help, but actually, since they are not for-profit motivated, then their effort is usually without any real results. So we believe that when there is profit motivation on provisions, fees, advisory, consulting, anything, then it makes sense for all involved. What chambers do, the key mission or the key task is to support and identify the business opportunities in either country and connect it to the Liberland companies and try to find business connections, business opportunities. Of course, the chambers are organizing events, networking, socializing, because the contacts is what matters in the business. Promoting Liberland is like an obvious result, which will come with that. And important is to say we don't give any strict rules on that. The chambers, some can be more creative, some less. Some of them will follow the best practices. Some of them can choose their approach. Not any strict rules that Liberland as a state authority should dictate. We also expect a significant multiplication effect from those chambers. Because if you have in the future, let's say 100 bilateral chambers of commerce, and by the way, we haven't promoted yet anything about it, but I've only about what we talked about this topic yesterday with a couple of people here. There is a significant interest from, for example, Slovenia companies. I talked to Selçuk about Turkish companies, Turkish businessmen. Bogi told me about the interest from Bangladesh, a serious Bangladesh businessman to be very much interested in making such a chamber of commerce to find some business opportunities. So without any promotion yet, we have indicated already and figured out already serious interest from the serious businessmen and serious companies. The third point is we are also expecting to implement a sort of smart matching engine, which is creating out of 100 business chambers of commerce, one unique global, really big network using some algorithms to match the correct business partners together, sort of automatically. Are there any key industries we would like to prefer? We don't care, actually. We don't care, but as we see the history of Liberland and the people, like here today, we are almost 100% sure that virtual currencies and blockchain and decentralization business-oriented companies will be dominating to these chambers and to the main activities. The other we probably or could dominate or could feel some competitive advantage is the tax optimization, asset protection, basically, and which has some overlap to blockchain and tokenization of the assets as well. Of course, IT and cybersecurity and energy is because of the energy independent solutions for independency. And I also am mentioning healthcare and FinTech because those two industries are suffering from a heavy regulation in their countries, and Liberland can attract a really interesting and significant place to move for them. We have a recommended formal structure for the chambers, just from the formal side of how it works. Chamber of Commerce can be an association or a LTD, why not? Basically any type of for-profit or non-profit organization. We would prefer to have some Liberland presence in the boards. Normally there is a general meeting of the members that are the companies that are creating the member base, and they are voting some executive board plus some supervisory board. So we would prefer have some Liberland representatives in the supervisory board just to be in touch with those chambers, but not any strict rules on that. Let's see what the life brings in terms of the structure and the chambers. We have some concrete roadmap about it. Right now we are in April announcing the first steps, and Mr. President has already indicated the interest from the Czech Chamber of Commerce, which approached us a couple of months ago, and basically they gave us the first impulse to start this activity globally. In the second quarter, we will be focusing on the promotion and the communication to the ambassadors and trying to put together the first most initiative countries. In third quarter, we will be opening, and the process will be ongoing, and we expect some 10 or 20 chambers of commerce to have opened till the end of this year. So the conclusion from my presentation is you can apply for the Liberland Chamber of Commerce membership very soon, in April, I hope. You will be also very soon able to apply for your bilateral membership in your bilateral Chamber of Commerce from your country where you live right now, or where your business is located right now. Or you can even start the bilateral chamber in your country, because, as I said, we have some indications, but there is not of them any open yet. So everything is open to most initiative businessmen here. You will be able to register your business in an online catalog very soon. And we can provide you with our handbook from the chambers that is available already now. We have some templates for the articles and all those formal documents we have prepared. And you can also consider moving your business to the Apatin free trade zone as demonstrated, because serious companies from the manufacturing, big companies are really considering it. And we will be talking about it with Apatin Mayor tomorrow, hopefully, and follow up the discussion with him tomorrow. Thank you for your attention. That's it.